Oh my god.
Sorry, the music stopped since your Spotify account is being used on another device.
Oh my god, don't kill me, demon. What's up guys, welcome back. So today's video, I am sitting on my floor. I just kind of felt like sitting down and doing something a little bit more undone and not so set up. Not that my setup's ever really that set up. I still film with natural light and yeah, this isn't really revolutionary or anything. I have like a nice little rug on my floor. It's kind of the same as like my, why can't I point? This basket right here with this plant that is dying because I cannot look after plants. Save my life. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Don't know why you have chunks missing out of you. I don't know how to feed you properly. I just put like a jute rug in my beauty room. I'll insert some clips because I'll show you guys what it looks like because I think it's pretty cute. But anyway, it makes me like want to sit in here now on the floor because I'm like, so aesthetic, I'm an artist. I also have people in my ears. I bought these on Etsy. The store's called Kai Co, I think. I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. I was literally just browsing on there the other day and I found these heads and I was like, you know what? I would love to wear some heads in my face. Just look at me getting all artsy. Got a sunbeam back here, got some heads hanging from my head. Wow! Art! Today's video, we're going to be trying out the new Fenty foundation and the new primer that they've just come out with because these are targeted for more dry skin types. You guys know that as I get older, my skin's drying out like a mother effer. I don't know what's happening to it. I don't know if it's just winter at the moment because in Australia it's winter. I don't know if like that's, and I've just like forgotten what my skin could be like outside of like the freezing. I really liked the original primer and foundation, but they were just a little bit too dry for my skin. So like just a little bit too matte because they are a matte finish. So I would always have to mix in like an oil or a really hydrating primer or moisturizer or something like that with them to get them to work for my skin. So excited to see how these go. Oh wow, it's attractive, isn't it? So I've got my little cheat sheet here, which I'm probably going to be looking down and reading off of, so I apologize for the lack of eye contact. But this is the new Pro Filtr Hydrating Primer. It's meant to have instant hydration, a soft silk finish, extended makeup wear. Really similar packaging to the original Pro Filtr Primer, but it's just like more pink. This is the original soft matte primer, and then this is the new soft silk. Oh, silk. Nice. So this is the soft matte and then this is the new soft silk. Oh, you can already see a big difference with those. So this kind of feels, it's kind of just like a moisturizer. This one definitely feels a lot more creamy, but like in a matte finish kind of way, the original. And then this new one just feels like a really beautiful moisturizer, almost like a gel moisturizer. All right, well, I'm just gonna go straight in and do 2 pumps like it suggested. It did say 1 to 2. Who was outside? So I don't think this is meant to like smooth, like blow your pores or anything. Like I think the original is meant to be a little bit like blurring, but I don't think this one is. I think this is just meant to be hydrating. My skin still looks like shit, so. I forgot to tell you guys how much that is. So the new primer is $46 AUD. Australian, because I'm from Australia. So the primer's kind of started drying into my skin. It feels really, like it kind of has like a tacky to touch sort of finish, but it also kind of looks like it's dried down. Like I kind of look like a fresh bowling ball that's just been polished. And I've just got this beautiful dewy lacquer on top of my skin. That's definitely a primer that I would reach for. I do typically like primers that are more hydrating, It does feel almost like it might ball up if I pull on my skin too much, so it might just be because of the moisturizer I used underneath. So anyway, we're gonna jump into the actual exciting part of the video, the new foundation, which let's get pumped. It's exciting. Quite different packaging. These come in plastic little like toothpaste bottles. These have pumps as well though, which I think is really cool. So I feel like this is better for traveling. And I kind of like this packaging better because it's easier for me to store in my drawers, because I can kind of just like throw it in there and it's not going to like separate in the container. These are so aesthetic, so pretty. I love like this shit. What's that? Paint? Something amazing. Obviously it's a lot easier to see what color you would be in these foundations because it is like a clear tube. Is it clear? I'm pretty sure it's clear. Yeah, who knows? Frosted bottles, I only learned recently that it's like hard to find your foundation shade because like the frostedness kind of tricks your eye and like it doesn't look exactly what it's meant to look like. I don't know if that made any sense just then, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. That's probably why every time I've bought a frosted bottled foundation, I've picked the wrong shade. Oh my god.
Sorry, the music stopped since your Spotify account is being used on another device.
Oh my god, don't kill me, demon. Oh, rock me sexy Jesus. Let's get the fuck out of me. Obviously Hamish is listening to music right now. Oh my god, I look like I'm gonna cry. I don't believe in ghosts or demons or anything, but like, my heart. I have a Google Home in here. We have them in the living room, the kitchen, and then one in my beauty room. I hate her so much. She fucks with my mind. She's just always listening. It's like having a poltergeist living in my house. It's Hamish's Spotify that's like linked up to our Googles. So anytime that he starts playing it, sometimes it'll like play it here. Like he can control whether it plays here even if he's not home. Like he can see where it's playing because it's linked to his account. Just so creepy. Fuck you, bitch. Back to the foundation before the fucking demon came to kill my soul. This is what the packaging looks like. Plastic, you can throw it around, have a party. So the new Pro Filtr Hydrating Longwear Foundation retails for $52. Pretty sure that's the same price as the original Pro Matte. It's hydrating, medium to full coverage for all skin tones, long wear, and it's meant to be light as air. So it's supposed to have a natural finish. It has a sweat and humidity. What am I saying? Sweat and humidity resistant formula that easily blends and builds. I feel like I cannot speak. For medium coverage, apply one pump on the back of your hand using a sponge, blah, 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 blah. Full coverage, 1 to 2 pumps. Oh my God, I feel like I need more than that. We're gonna see how that goes because it doesn't sound like a lot. And I will leave my original Fenty first impressions video down below for you guys because if you didn't know, this is like such an exciting moment for me. I was actually the first person to put up a review on Fenty, like in the world, which is like crazy. You're probably like, Kasey, why the fuck are you so late now then? You know what? People change, alright? But yeah, I was the first person on YouTube to put up a Fenty Beauty first impressions review. I know it's all just downhill from there, isn't it? I typically wear either like 190 or 240 in the foundation, I think. Those are the two shades that I purchased like 2 years ago, I think it was. Fuck, was it 2 years ago? Where is my life going? That's depressing as hell. But they've sent me, because I did get these sent to me in PR, so I think they just kind of guessed what shades that I would be. So they've sent me 180, 185 and 190. I did have a quick look at them earlier in the week, and I thought that they looked a little bit light, especially for a fresh baked tan. I'm definitely more of a 240 kind of gal, but I also do need to like go back into the store and like color match myself in person because the shades I wear in foundation are very different to like what I used to wear. So this is 180, 185 and 190. Definitely going to go with 190 today. So obviously I'm not matching it to the skin on my face, I'm matching it to my body because I wear fake tan. Because I'm a fake bitch. So I'll swatch these on the side of my face as well, just so you guys can have a look. You know, just have another look. Why not? So hopefully you guys can see this is 180, 185 and 190. I can't see because my eyes don't go that way. So enjoy. 180 is definitely very yellow. 185 more of like that neutral kind of pinky undertone, way too neutral for my skin. It looks like grey on me. And then 190 is like, I feel like that's going to be the closest match to like my fake tan. I can make it work anyway, like we'll use some bronzer and stuff like that. Alright, so this is one pump on my brush. I'm going to do the left side with the brush and then the right side with the sponge. Oh shit, this looks like skin, man. Oh my god, it looks so skin-like. Look at that. Look at how skinny that looks. Looks so like skin. This is my side of my face. This is what I've naturally grown for myself. This is my skin. All its pigmented glory. Get a little bit of redness. I don't really have any pimples, but I do have like a little bit of contact dermatitis down here because we all know sensitive skin of life. I just have like kind of, I don't know if it's like pigmentation or like freckles, something like that. Wow, wow, wow. Fuck! So it's really, really pretty and so skin-like. I definitely need more than one pump. Ah, freaking squirted all over me. Just to like spread. Oh my god, that just looks like skin. Oh my god. Alright, bitches, it's sponge time. I can already tell you guys I like the brush side better because I feel like you can get a little bit more coverage. But I like that the sponge side keeps it a little bit more lightweight, and I feel like it adds like a little bit of like just a bit more moisture and like air into the formula. Does that make sense? This is probably a foundation that I would apply first with a brush and then I would go in and like spread it around with a sponge. Wow, this is so nice. It's a shame it's the wrong color, but it's so nice. Like not even slightly the right color. Almost like a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream with a lot more coverage. It's so pretty, so dewy and like glossy on the skin. Oh my god, it's literally like, it's perfection. Like so far, I'm really, really happy with it. I have no complaints. I feel like it just literally looks like skin. I'm going to go in now with my Pro Filtr concealer. This is in the shade 190 as well. It's the lightest one I own. All the ones I have are like darker. I don't know why they keep sending me crazy shades. They ain't my shades. And then while my concealer is sitting underneath my eyes, I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. This is my Benefit Bravo primer, which I love and cherish. Like a newborn baby. I've really quite been enjoying doing my brows this way. So this is the Hourglass new brow gel they've come out with. What is it? The Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. Dark brunette. I like to take a little angled brush and I just draw on hairs, and it'll change your life. I'm now going to contour, and I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty. I'm trying to do like a full face of Fenty. This is the Fenty Beauty Mocha Match Stick. I'm just warming it up on my hand just because I don't want to like pull off my foundation. Oh my god, get off my hand. I've now got a brown hand. So I've just drawn it in all the areas that I want to chisel. And I'm just going to go back in with that foundation brush and blend it out. And then once I have everything kind of like mapped out and pretty much blended, I'm going to go back over with the sponge, especially underneath the contour, just to sharpen it up, because I always tend to drag it down like a little bit too low. So it's just going to help diffuse everything and just like blend it in with the foundation. I've forgotten to blend my jaw. That would have been disastrous. Wow, I can't get over how dewy and beautiful this foundation is. Like, all the products are just blending over top of it so like creamy and beautifully. Usually I find that I can't draw straight on my face with the Fenty matchsticks because like they're a little bit more matte, but I think by working it up, like kind of warming it up on the back of my hand, and then just how creamy and like dewy this base is, oh god, it hasn't pulled off any of my foundation, which usually happens to me. So I'm going to set my face now. I'm just going to use my Pat McGrath powder. What brush am I going to use? Oh, I just spilled all over my legs. That's fine. I wasn't going to wear these leggings to the gym anyway. Really love this powder at the moment. If you guys saw my Pat McGrath review, yeah, I've been using it ever since then. So I'm just powdering all the areas that I don't really want to be dewy. Just focusing on like my T-zone, and then I'll do like a really light powder over the rest of my face, just because this is a really dewy foundation. So I'm going to contour a little bit more with the shade Shady Biz from the Sunstalker bronzers. These ones are Fenty as well. I love these. If you guys have been watching any of my recent videos, you would know that I think I've been using them in pretty much every video. I'm just so obsessed with them. So this one's really good for like contouring. So I'm just using this to go back over the areas that I've already contoured. I just really like to layer my cream contour with the powder. I just feel like it stays longer. I'm then going to go in with the shade Hydrating. This one is a little bit more warm, so I'm using this as a bronzer. And I'm going to go above the areas that I've contoured. Just add like a little bit of warmth and just tan up the face a little bit so it matches my body a bit more. I'm not being shy with this bronzer either, because my tan is quite a bit darker than the foundation. So once I've kind of got it concentrated in like the areas that I would typically bronze, taking just like a really light dusting over my entire face, just to like try and darken up the foundation the tiniest bit. So this is the Fenty Girl Next Door and Chic Freak Kilowatt highlighter. Oh my gosh, this is like one of the prettiest highlights I've ever seen. It just looks so dewy and like wet. I always like to take a little bit of my bronzer and my highlight just as I'm doing them, and I just kind of like adjust it on my eyelids. I just feel like it looks a little bit more natural and just kind of ties everything in. So I've grabbed my Flower Beauty blush, of course, because it's my favorite. I'm just gonna take the other side of that brush and just add it to my cheeks. It's so pretty, guys. And I also like to take a little bit on my nose and then just like around my face, because I love like how natural it makes your skin look. So moving on, and I'm going to do my eyes now. I'm actually going to mix my Hydrating bronzer and my Flower Beauty blush. It's in the shade Peach Primrose, is it? Yes. I feel like just mixing these together like creates such a beautiful tied in look with like the rest of the face, like the cheeks, because they also like blushed and bronze. This just creates a really natural looking eyeshadow, and it just like looks so pretty. And I'm just blending it into the crease and doing like a V on the outer corner, and then just dragging it underneath my eye as well, and then really lightly dusting whatever's left over the lid. And then just to deepen everything up and make it a little bit more smoky and defined, I'm just taking Hydrating and I'm just kind of packing it on the outer corners and blending it right underneath my eyeballs. So I'm going to mix 2 Kilowatt eyeshadows for my lid color. I'm going to take Chic Freak this side and then Mo Money this side. Because I want a really pretty pinky kind of bronze. Oh, good messages. I'm taking this into the inner corner as well. And then whatever's left, just on like the first inner third of the lower lash line. And then I'm just taking that fluffy brush and just lightly blending the crease. So I've just popped on my lashes and I did like a little tiny bit of liner just to try and blend them, but it's pretty atrocious, to be honest. It's a mess. But I'm pretty sure these are the oh my voice. The mascara I use to blend them is the Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara, and that's on my bottom lashes as well. It's like my favorite mascara at the moment. And then I've used the Ardell Faux Mink Wispies. I think, what style are these? Oh my god, it doesn't even say, does it? No, it doesn't. Faux Mink Wispies Invisiband. Where the freaking hell's the style? I'm going to do some faux freckles now because I love how they look. I think they're so cute. So I'm going to use 2 of the Hourglass, the brow gels. I'm just going to kind of mix them and then I'm going to do little freckles. And then all I do to make them look natural is as soon as I've tapped them onto the skin with the brush, I just tap straight over them with my finger. I'm not sure if you guys can really see them on camera because they're pretty light, but I kind of just do them where I naturally have freckles anyway, where I like have like that pigmentation. I just really like textures when I do makeup. So that's pretty much my face done. I'm going to zoom you guys out and do my lips. I'm just lining my lips first. So I'm just using my MAC Stripdown Liner and I'm just slightly overlining my lip line. I'm going to take a little bit of one of my, what are these called again? I was going to say Mademoiselle's. These are the Stunna lip paints. This one's in the shade Unbutton, and I'm just going to do a really light, like, blottedness of this on my lips. I just really love a blotted lip, so it's almost like a lip stain. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Fenty gloss. I think this one's fussy. Yeah, but that one on my nose. Anytime I read this one, I think it says pussy, and I'm like, oh, what? And then, of course, I'm going to blot this as well, because I don't like my lips to be too sticky looking. That's my makeup done. I really like how this looks today. It's really like neutral and pretty and glowy. I am gonna go about my day in a minuto, but first I just want to update you guys on how the foundation's looking, because it's probably been like 2 hours since I've been sitting here filming. Filming takes me a really long time because I'm just like setting up camera angles constantly, and it's just like a long process. So it's like a lot longer than it would be if I were to sit down and do my makeup without filming. So yeah, I've been sitting here for quite a while. I will say this foundation doesn't look like it's going to hold up well. Around here it's starting to like, it's kind of getting like that separate-y sort of look. You know when you have texture and the foundation looks like it's rubbing off the top of the little textured bumps? So it's like around the bumps, but the tops, the redness is coming through, if that makes any sense. I'll zoom you in and show you up close. It looks like it's just a little bit too creamy. And yeah, where I've just touched here, it's kind of picked up. I kind of wish that I did one side with the primer and one side without it so I could test it, but I just didn't really think of it at the time. It's just like these areas where I'm a bit more oily that it's just being a little bit funny. Okay, I've turned my exposure down and I've got you guys zoomed in, so hopefully you can see what I'm talking about in these kind of areas here. And then like kind of just between my brows. It's not bad, like it doesn't look bad, but it just looks like it's going to start kind of sliding off. We'll do one quick little flash test before I love yous and leave yous. I always look fucking shocking in these flash tests. Like, oh my god, am I really this ugly? I can't really tell. I feel like in the flash photo, oh my god, my skin looks so bad. I think there is a little bit of flashback. Not much, but I feel like it's just because the foundation is lighter than my body. Like it's just not an exact match. And because I did a fresh fake tan last night, so like my neck is more olive than my face. It's just not matching perfectly, but it doesn't look like there's any intense flashback anyway. I am about to head off. Oh, I'm not going to head off this second, but I am going to go to the gym at some stage today. I'm planning to. We'll see if I get there. But I'm going to have something to eat, have some lunch now because it's around midday. I'm interested to see how this holds up, like sweating and all that, because it does say it's sweat proof. So we shall see about that. I'll be back in a jiffy. I will see you guys soon. Alright guys, so it's around 2 p.m. I'm about to go to the gym. I just had like some lunch and stuff and I've just been like fart-assing around, as my mom would say. I was watching Glee for a little bit. This has been my little filming area. Today, I've just been sitting on the floor, just on this rug. This is what I was trying to explain earlier. That's usually where I sit and film, but I don't know, I just felt like sitting on the floor today. About to go to the gym and test this foundation out and we'll see if it is actually sweat proof. We're gonna test out the foundation. It's looking freaking beautiful right now. Like, just looks like skin. I was doing some Instagram stories earlier, just like talking on there and updating you guys on stuff. And I was looking at my skin when I was playing them back and I was like, whoa. Just looks so pretty. I'll be back in like an hour or so and I will update you guys when I get back. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's around 5 p.m. now. I got home from the gym like an hour ago and there was a lot of traffic on the way back, so I got back a lot later than I was hoping. The foundation's actually looking, it's actually not looking that bad. I was really worried about like these areas. It's held up pretty good. Oh, it's actually a bit weird here. Well, what is happening there? Kind of separated, but not. It's like got weird lines or something. What the heck is happening there? Oh, it's like from my wrinkles if I go like this. It's like it's settled in like the areas that I'm wrinkly. If I go like this, I get kind of wrinkling there. I was wondering what the heck it was from. And it's really oily now. I haven't gotten this oily in a hot ass minute. It's not looking the best, but it's not bad. Like I could easily apply a little bit more foundation and touch it up and fix up those areas. It's not unsalvageable. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and show you up close. There's just a couple little areas that look a little bit funny, but overall it's basically just gotten a little bit oily. I mean a lot of it oily. Very oily now. So hopefully you guys can see like around here. It's kind of gotten really weird. And then like around these areas. This is the weirdest part though. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but it's just like settled into like my wrinkles. And everywhere else it's just like really dewy. It has come off where I've been wearing sunnies and it's just really oily now. So overall, I don't think it's actually that bad. Like you could easily just touch it up and fix up those areas. Like it is quite, wow, I haven't been this oily in so long. Can you guys see that fingerprint on my forehead? Yes, you can. Oh, wow. This is a very dewy foundation and primer. I'm really interested to see how the foundation goes with a different primer, because it did say in my little sheet that I had that if you have more combination skin, to just use the primer in the areas that you tend to get a little bit more dry. I'm interested to see how the foundation goes on its own, and I will continue to test it out for you guys, but overall so far I don't think it's that bad. Doesn't really last amazingly. The one weird thing is that it looks really like shimmery in those areas. Like the oils like kind of come through like shimmery almost. Overall, I think it's a really beautiful skin-like foundation. I'm just not too sure about the longevity. It hasn't completely sold me on like the whole sweat-proof thing and the long wearing. I don't know about that. Rihanna, I think you're pulling my leg. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I really hope this helped you out. If it did, thumbs it up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next video. My nose is so cold. It hurts when I yawn. Ah! Cool beans. Cool beans. I'm in the wrong place in the wrong time. I got one thing wrong. It's a cool beans. Cool beans. I feel like there's someone in my house. I'm gonna go investigate. There's no one in my house, but I can feel it in my heart. There's a ghost in here.